She is a princess who has lived for 5,000 years, possessing immense dark powers. Scientists had no choice but to inject her with large amounts of mercury to suppress her abilities. If she were ever to break free, the world would face total destruction. Her name is Setra. She was once a princess of Egypt, and the sole heir to the throne. But then the pharaoh had a son, which meant Setra would lose her right of succession. That was when Setra realized power had to be seized, not inherited. She used her own blood to summon the god of death. Setra took the sacred dagger, and dark energy surged through her entire body. From that moment on, she became immortal. Driven by desire, she killed her father and her newborn brother to resurrect the god of death. She raised the dagger toward the person chosen by him, but the pharaoh's priests arrived just in time and managed to stop her. She was mummified and sealed in an underground tomb. 5,000 years later, a missile strike in the skies over Iraq unintentionally blasted open the tomb's entrance. The long-slumbering princess was awakened. At the entrance of the tomb stood a massive statue. Captain Nick, his comrade Will, and archaeologist Jenny soon arrived at the site. They geared up and entered the tomb together. What they saw inside left them stunned. 6 Egyptian statues stood in a circle around a pool of mercury, as if guarding something. Nick noticed the pattern of the mechanism. There must be something chained beneath the mercury. He drew his gun and fired a shot at the chains. The chains broke, triggering the mechanism. An ancient sarcophagus slowly emerged from the mercury. Suddenly, a swarm of spiders erupted from the tomb, launching a ferocious attack on the 3 of them. Will was bitten and instinctively grabbed his gun and began firing. Nick, however, was entranced by the sarcophagus, falling into a hallucination. In the desert, a beautiful woman approached him. Nick had been chosen by the god of death. Fortunately, Jenny called out and snapped him back to reality. They radioed for a helicopter to extract the sarcophagus from the tomb. It was then loaded onto a cargo plane, headed for the base for further study. Just as the plane was about to take off, a sudden sandstorm erupted in the once clear skies. Shortly after takeoff, Will seemed to become possessed, suddenly stabbing a guard to death with a knife. Then he turned and charged at the others. Acting quickly, Nick had no choice but to shoot his friend. Before anyone could process what had happened, a massive flock of crows struck the plane, damaging the engines. The aircraft began to spiral down. In the chaos, Nick gave the only parachute to Jenny, while he stayed behind, going down with the plane.